They're American oils and they're very good. The mediums I'm using is made by Winsor & Newton, and I'm using some ordinary mediums and some alkyd mediums. In other words, they dry the paint a bit quicker. I've got a variety of colours here, plenty of white, and I have a canvas board here, which, although it's primed when you buy them, I put an extra coating of gesso on there to make it a little bit better.
What's gesso made of, Arnold? Is it sort of plastic?
All it is a primer to make the paint stick to the surface without sinking in. It's like the same job it does as a primer when you're painting the door of your house. You put the primer on it, otherwise the paint will sink into the wood. And, but there are three stages of painting oils normally. There is the inspiration stage, where you use a lot of terps, and a very little bit of paint, and then you paint your sure trees and let's put a bit more on you, and maybe put a and you sort of block out your painting. So just get the feel of it, you know, it's just a bit like a watercolour. It's a lot of terps or white spirit and very little paint, and you can sort out your light and shadow, and then you let that dry. Inspiration stage. The second stage is the depression stage. When that's dry, is when you put the darks on, and it just goes, and it looks awful. And when that's dry, which is a couple of days usually, then you can put your lights on, your lighter colours, and the picture, that's the elation stage that up it comes. I never seem to have time to do these things, and I always like to paint like the old painter Aubrey Phillips when he used to do a demonstration in one shot, and so I'll get rid of this and all gone with a bit of terps. So what I'd like to do is to do a painting in one shot. Generally you should go from dark to light and also go from thin to thick. That's usually the golden rules with watercolour, but I get so involved I sometimes do the opposite, and it seems to work. So I'm going to get a little bit of say cobalt blue, and maybe put in make that fairly straight across here. No, perhaps a little bit lower than that. That would be my sort of horizon line. And perhaps I'll just take a little bit of this off. Don't like that, so just take it off there and start painting again. And just start whacking it in. And just paint in the. It's a bit like negative painting. This is you're painting everything except the clouds, and then the clouds seem to appear then. Maybe put a little bit of medium with it as well. Just to, what the medium does, it makes it flow better. Also can make it be a little bit juicier. Just scrub it in, because bristle brushes have got split hairs on the end, and they will make your brush like a scrubbing brush, and it will even out the pigment. Just wipe that clean and pick up a bit more, and see I can work it around. It'll soften. It'll be lovely. Just gently back and forth. You can. And perhaps we'll put a little bit of, coming from dark to light, we'll put a little bit of cloud shadow. And just add a little bit of cadmium red to this now. Put some white on now. Bit of white. Got to be happy in your work. More whites. Bit more white. Whip in a little bit of the white. You can put a few little cirrus clouds over the top, you know. So we've got the sky there, and the next job I'm going to do is to put a few little rocks in the distance. So I'm just going to get a razor blade and